Hi, welcome to my journey. It's Carol. How are ya? Oh my goodness. Well, today I want to talk about 5 tips that you can use, or I would appreciate it if you use when you either talk to me because of my PTSD or anyone with PTSD. If you see me looking down, it's because I am looking at my notes. And the first one is don't talk to me if I'm stupid. Don't patronize me. Don't talk to me like if I'm having an episode or if I'm just confused that day or I say something that you don't understand. It doesn't mean that I'm stupid. So please don't talk to me like that. Don't talk down to me just because I have PTSD or if I'm having a panic attack, help me out. Uh don't talk to me like it's something crazy going on. Don't talk to me as if I'm crazy because I'm not. I just have PTSD and anxiety attacks. Yeah, and I recently went to the nurse came here and did a depression scale. So now they say I'm depressed. I don't know. Uh, I guess. I guess. I don't believe I'm depressed, but I guess the way I filled out the paper, I'm depressed. And my therapist, I asked him about it, and I did a scale with him as well, and he said yes. So I gotta um, do something about that. I'm not exactly sure what, but we're gonna do some cognitive therapy and see if we can take care of that. And so the second one is just show me that you care. Show me that you care. Show me that you're interested in knowing what's going on with me. Show me that you want to know what's going on. Show me that you really and honestly and truly you don't understand, but you want to know how to understand. And sometimes it's just better to be um, understanding than to be understood. Okay? So don't talk down to me and show me that you care. Give me empathy, not sympathy, because I'm not some frail person that's going to crack up at any moment. I'm not like that at all. And most people with PTSD aren't. We just, there's just different ways you can talk to us or different ways on how to talk to us. Okay? And number three is don't tell me that it could be worse because I already feel that it's worse. Because a lot of times I have emotional outbursts. A lot of times I'm just feeling so alone that I want to just shut myself off in my room, and sometimes I do. And sometimes I do. When you see me doing that, it's okay. Just give me some time and I might just come out and talk with you and let you know what's going on with me. Okay? And number four is don't try to relate to me. Don't tell me because if you haven't been through what I've been through, I don't know if you can relate to that. I mean, d- don't don't go overboard with that. Does that make sense? Don't go overboard with uh, trying to put yourself in my shoes because being raped as a child, I was raped as a child. I don't know if I told anybody, told you all. Uh, I was raped as a child on a Greyhound bus. That's where it all started. I was about 8 or 9. It was a Caucasian man and an African American woman, and uh, I was going to, coming from my parents had put me on a bus to go visit my aunt and uncle and cousins in Cincinnati. I was living in Toledo at the time, and I was going to Cincinnati, and they put me on a Greyhound bus. Um, well, I was this lady, African American woman, was told my parents that I would be okay if I sat next to her, and she would make sure that I got off the bus in Cincinnati and wouldn't get off the bus anywhere else. And she would make sure that I got to my aunt and uncle who would be waiting for me at the Greyhound bus station in Cincinnati. Well, the woman was with a Caucasian man who was, if I can remember, he was sitting in the seat across, the seat across us. And she sat me over there, you know. She said she had to go to the bathroom. And he said, "Oh, I'll watch her while you go." Um, and he did things to me and had me do things to him that no child should ever have to go through, or an adult should ever have to go through. So once everything was over, she took me in the bathroom. She washed my face, had me gargle, um, and sat me back down. I was so next to her, and she was nice. She was very nice. I didn't tell anyone. When I got to Cincinnati, I didn't tell my aunt and uncle. Um, he told they said it was just our secret. It's don't tell, or bad things would happen. I can remember that. Um, so yeah, so I just went off on a tangent, but yeah, so don't try to relate to that if it hasn't happened to you. You get me? You can't. I mean, if it hasn't happened to you, don't try to relate to it. Just try to be understanding with me that I've been through some traumatic stuff in my life, and sometimes it comes back to the forefront of my mind, and sometimes it just takes over my day. It might just take over because I might have flashbacks. I might just um, be in a bad place that day, and it's okay. I'll get through it. The Lord will help me get through it, and you can help me get through it as well. You can help a person get through it as well if you listen. That's what we need. We just need to be heard. We need to have someone who honestly and truly want to know what's going on with us, and you sit and just listen. Let me lay on your shoulder. I have an awesome husband who understands, and when I told him, the look on his face was so sorrowful. He felt, I could believe, he just felt so hurt himself that I had went through that. So I think it would be hard for a person to um, understand that if they haven't been through it. But you can just show me that you care, and don't try to act like you know, oh, what I've gone through, because, or what a person has gone through, because you just don't. Handle us with care. How about that? And number 5 is maybe do some research on PTSD. And then that way it'll help you to understand what we're going through. It'll help you to be more empathetic and be more careful, like how you maybe do, how you talk to us. Or maybe if you're a man and it's a woman, be careful on moves you make and actions that you do and things that you say, because it could trigger us, and we could remember um, what is going on with us in our life. It's happened, and yes, it happened to me years ago, but the memory is still fresh in my mind. The memory is still fresh. um, I wish I had told my aunt and uncle. Maybe back then something could have happened. And as an adult now, I think, oh Lord, I hope they haven't done this to anyone else. I hope it isn't something that they do on a regular basis. I believe they were together. I don't believe they were just like two separate people who didn't know what was going on with each other. I do to this day believe that they know what was going on, that they were together, they acted together. I believe that. And if I'm wrong, okay, I'm just wrong. But I believe that. I believe that they were together. So I just wanted to come on and just say, uh, People with PTSD, we're not, when you see us having outbursts, we're just having a bad day. We're having a bad day. Something may have triggered our memory. Could be a smell, could be something that we saw, it could be something that you talked about, it could be something that we're just in that place that day. We're just in that state of mind that day where the memory is so fresh, it's like it's happening all over again. And I believe the best thing you could do is just wait on us to calm down. Ask us maybe, if we want to talk about it, because we might and we might not. And if we don't want to talk about it, don't try to force us to talk about what is going on. Don't try to force it out of us. That'll just make things worse, I do believe. So I truly believe that this will help. This will help someone. You may have a family member, or it just could be you. Um, some tips that you could tell your spouse, your friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, just your family member or your friends, and let them know, hey, I need you to know these things when it pertains to me. When it pertains to my husband, through the years, have uh, through through we've been together 24 years. So, and my doctors are baffled about that. They said people with PTSD usually can't stay in relationships. And I understand that because I was like that. I was in this relationship, in that relationship, in this one, but this one, my husband has decided that he wants to understand what I'm going through, and he wants to be there for me. And so he is. So that's what makes things so much better. I wish I could know. Hopefully, I'm looking at you. Um, I haven't figured out yet where to look when I do my videos, but I will. But just understand that just because we have PTSD or anxiety attacks, panic attacks, or even depressed, doesn't mean that we can't live a healthy life, because we can. We can. We just got to work at it. If you know someone who's going through this, who going through this, if they're not in therapy, maybe on a good day suggest that they get into therapy, or you do therapy so you can understand what they're going through. That'll help. Okay. So that's it for today. That's all I wanted to do. I want to come on and give you five tips on how to talk to a person with PTSD or just a men, mental disorder, period. Doesn't mean that we can't be happy, because I'm happy. I have joy, you know. No one can take my joy away. I have joy. I just have some days where I'm just sad, and that's okay. All right. So you all take care. And if you wouldn't mind, those of you who are here for the first time, I thank you for stopping by. Please come back again. And if you wouldn't mind to subscribe to my channel, and that'll let me know that there is someone out there who wants to know about a person with PTSD. Okay? You subscribe and then hit the notification bell, and then that way you'll know every time I post a video. I do post some with my husband. I do post some by myself. I even talk about my weight loss doing all of this here too. It's a journey. And so that's what I'm talking about, my journey as a person, my journey as a woman who's overweight, trying to lose weight, my journey as a woman with a mental health disorder. I have PTSD, I have anxiety attack, I have panic attacks. Um, I've been diagnosed recently with depression, and I'm baffled about that. I really am, because I'm a Christian, and we're going to talk about that one day too, with Christians and mental health. Okay, so you all be blessed and highly favored, and I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.